Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. What is going on, man? What is going on? Welcome to Los Tres Amigos podcast brought to you by the Cowboys Huddle, baby. If you don't know now, you know. You guys already know. Every Sunday, we're here drinking coffee. It's early in the morning. It might be cold where you're at. It might not be cold, but it's kind of it's hoodie season, baby. It's hoodie season, Mikey.
Gotta drink them
We
out.
it's Sunday. It's Cowboys. How's the coffee over there, Mikey?
It's nice and warm. It's nice and warm. How do you take your coffee, big dog?
Black, big dog. Just
Yes.
straight black, straight black, straight black.
I,
And I've always
my
drank a
coffee.
fucking John Wayne. John Wayne. That's I've always drank it John Wayne. Every once in a while, I gotta take the wifey to Starbucks and I'll get one of
Yeah.
those, one of those pinkity drinkities. But the coffee's good. But if you guys don't notice, we said Los Tres Amigos. It's two right now. The big fella is MIA today. The big fella is at a christening, or as we call it in our native culture,
Yes.
está en un bautizo.
I'm
The big fella is
Bautizo.
having a party right now.
They're getting down. And then you know about Bautizo, the 30 packs are flowing. Even the
30
kid
packs of
has
flow.
no idea. But back to the coffee thing. I take my coffee like Chris. Big and black, baby.
Hey,
Big and
yo.
strong and black as well. Stop. Because, dude, I'll fill this thing up. Yes, I'll fill this whole thing up with coffee and take it down, dude. It's just one of those things. Yeah,
So,
you know
so
you're old when you need your afternoon coffee también.
this is my first cup. This is my second cup.
Ay,
You
ay,
know,
ay.
so so
Well, and
so
then you know,
hey,
you know,
you gotta have the vitamin C, baby. Vitamin C. We
they
gotta
ain't no
get that
fucking
immune
vitamin
system
C.
right.
This is full of sugar, pero it's that D, that sunny D. Think about Big D, and we got a big game in
We got a
Big
big day,
D.
baby. It's Sunday, guys. It is Sunday. We're here. You got your coffee ready. Let's talk Cowboys, baby. If you guys see at the bottom, it's a coffee with the Cowboys, baby. We got those Haiti Giants today. They are coming to AT&T Stadium. I'm sorry,
Haiti.
and I wish I could have been there, me and Mikey, but we can't. So we're at home. We're relaxed right now. We're chilling. We got a early morning and a late game, so it's all good. And let's talk coffee and Cowboys, baby. What's up, Mikey? What do you think, man? Let's talk about
Well,
it.
after last week, and don't get it twisted, last week for a lot of people were disappointing. I'm sorry, I'm sharing to all your groups. Remember, if you're a part of the hitter lifestyle, 520 boys, one star, one family, desert borrachos. I'm trying to get this link to you. Um, we're getting better. We're getting better. But as far as today's game, it's always exciting to wake up knowing the Dallas Cowboys going to play a game. There's 17 guaranteed ones of these, and they go like nothing. And regardless on what our season is, we're gonna watch. We've seen some seasons where we weren't a part of it. We've seen some seasons where it just was doom and gloom. And this season could be different, very much so. But every time there's a Cowboy game, you got to be a part of it. I always say, with my family, one day I'm gonna pass away, and all the things I think about it is like the Cowboys hopefully will win Super Bowls after I die, but I'm not gonna be there to see them. So it's always a good thing when there's the Cowboys on. But considering last week and the drama we went through last week and the disappointment of leaving it all on the field, it's it's still a sense of optimism. I hope you guys have relaxed a little bit. Don't get it twisted. We hate the Eagles, but we got a schedule and we got to go forward. What do you think, Pablo? What do you think?
And forward it is, and it's on to the Giants. We know how we've played these Giants. Uh, you know what worries me, Mikey, is that I feel relaxed. I feel relaxed. We came off a tough loss, with these Eagles, and like you said, we're over it. I don't feel like we're going into this, you know, in any way, shape, or form. I don't feel like we're going down. But I don't want to be relaxed. I don't want to be relaxed. I want to go into this game. I want to, set the tone and let them know, what, these next games, we need these W's. We need these W's down the home stretch. It's going to get a little tougher. So definitely we need these W's. Let's I'm hoping to get these next what is next game? I think who do we have right here? We got the
We have
Giants.
the Giants. We have the Giants with Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
We have the Panthers
we
with Webster,
we saw
and
we saw
then
them on Thursday night. We saw them on Thursday night. If you watch football, you saw. And if we can't beat the Panthers, guys, I mean,
yeah,
we saw. I mean, I was watching, and it was a good game, but so this schedule is looking good for us right
and
now,
then the
and it's still
Commanders.
stretch.
And we got the
So
Commanders, but we got the Commanders Thursday, and then after that Commanders game, it's the the 3 games in 15 days or
yeah,
16-day gauntlet that we go through every day because we have the privilege of being a Dallas Cowboys fan. But then what that does is so we go after Commanders, and then the next Thursday night we play the Seahawks, which is no slouch. They are what they are. The NFC West is still strong. You saw what the Arizona Cardinals did to us, even though we slept on them. But we'll have 10 days before the Eagles after that Seattle Seahawks game. We're not going forward, but we're seeing, after the storm, we're still sailing. And I, it's just not the waters ain't as rough as long as
yeah.
we handle our business, hit them hard. So what are you worried about the most about the Giants, bro?
So with that, let's talk about it, Mikey. Let's get these keys to the game. Let's get these keys to the game. What am I worried about? We know who's gonna get the touches. We know who's gonna get the touches, and that's
Yeah.
that's their running back, right? So their running back is gonna get the touches. You know, so this run stop game it's got to be up to par today. It's got to show up. It's got to show up, and like you say, hit him hard and hit him in the mouth right at the beginning and set the tone.
Yeah.
We
They,
know that we
they,
know they're coming in with the we know they're coming in with this unknown quarterback. So I want to see what Dan Quinn schemes up for this. You got a rookie, out
yeah.
there. So send send the troops, man. Send the troops and let's get
Well,
that tank rolling.
yeah, I know you send it in the stream, or not the stream, in our text. How we do against second string backup quarterbacks, but I'm not too worried about DeVito. The last game in the second half, he only threw the ball once. Once that shows how much their coach is committed or trusting him, and at the
Trusting, right,
same time,
right.
you got with them already selling off pieces, sending the kid to Seattle, and just like with the Commanders, you get the sense that they're already playing for next year. There's a quarterback heavy draft, and that's how they're gonna play. That's just the way I feel. Um,
I think
because
I
it
think
would
all
be,
I think all their fans feel like that. And when I say all their fans, I mean especially the ones in Dallas, and you know who I'm talking about. All
oh
their
yeah.
fans feel like that.
Hey, we'll get into that bet because it's very just we'll talk about the
Yeah, we'll
intricacies of
talk.
that
Yeah,
bet and how sneaky some MFers could be. But like I said, I'm not saying this is a shoe in. We got to take care of ourselves, especially with injuries. But this is one of those games where we have an opportunity to work on some things, work
right.
on putting CD out there, getting Brandon Cooks involved, get him in a rhythm, getting Michael Gallup involved, and do some creative things with our running game. We could afford it. We could afford to do something and help out our quarterback because our quarterback has played outstanding for the
Yep.
last 3 games. You love Dak Prescott or not, but you can't hate on him for the last 3 games and what he has shown he could do and his abilities. We were dejected with our quarterback at one point this season in that 49er game. We were ready. We were ready for the first time. We felt like Tony didn't do this. Like I said that,
Right.
and I hate to admit it that I did lose faith. But in any relationship, we have our bumpy roads. So this was our bumpy road, and he showed up and showed out, and he's playing at a very high level. But we need to help the guy, help them, help out Steele. Let's see what's going on. Get, you know, plug in some different linemen. Maybe we could, healthy up our center. Put in Brock Hoffman. Our center doesn't look right. He had one of the worst game of his season, and we just need to help out Steele in his confidence for our quarterback, so we could be a complete team. But another thing too, Mondo, the NFL looks very ugly this year.
It's
Very,
looking
very ugly.
ugly. But
I
don't you
remember
know?
a couple
But
of
what's
years ago.
crazy is that it's centralized the one around one team and one team only. But talk about it, Mikey, how ugly around us is looking. And shout out to the big fella, real quick, Mikey, real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to the big fella. He saw the new hat. And it is Veterans Day weekends, y'all. So
Yes,
shout
sir.
out
We
to
gotta
all the
thank y'all.
veterans. Shout out to all the vets out here. I tip
No,
my hat off to y'all, man.
no,
Appreciate y'all. Salute to, to you guys for, being out there, man. So, and your service. And I appreciate y'all, man. So, if you see
yeah,
a veteran today, say what's
yeah.
up and, go Cowboys, man. There's a lot of
No,
Cowboys fans out
forgive us for not starting the show like that. We owe more than debts of anything because they are here. They did for the ones that sacrificed. They made the ultimate sacrifice, and the families that gave up their child, let it be man or woman, ultimately, so we could have our liberty, so we could watch football, so we could talk on this podcast, whatever the hell we want. America is here. We are Mexican, but we
there.
are American through and through. Don't ever get it twisted. That red, white, and blue behind Mondo, the red, white, and blue on this,
Yeah.
is always, that's our colors, and that's what we represent. We are more than proud to be a part of this, and I can't say enough. And thank you for your sacrifice.
Yes,
But
sir.
going on to what we were talking about with this league is ugly. I'm watching this Indianapolis Pats game, and you think it'd be a matchup thing. Two bad teams would light each other up. No, it's 10-6, and there's 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. It's crazy how a couple of years ago this league was breaking point records, and
Yeah.
now it just looks ugly. It looks ugly, and we kill our team for not putting up points in tough games, but we've only been the team to score 40 plus for 4 games.
Mikey, would you call that? Would you call that the Micah effect? Because it feels like teams are starting to like ramp up defenses now. Like teams are like looking at, let's get these defenses out there and let's get we don't really because we see what we did with our defense. Our defense was a fucking total turnaround. We saw,
That was
we
minority.
went from having the worst defenses to having that's where we are.
Premier,
We're that
baby.
doomsday 2.0 baby. So, and everybody wants to see what the Cowboys defense is gonna do. So, do you think that's what it is? It's the Micah effect. The everybody wants their Micah now.
No, it's not. It's really not. It is, and oh, the big fella could attest to this. It is the offensive line play that the college game provides us. That we have played basketball, football, where we're not really blocking anymore. They're in 2 point stances. Their discipline is crap. Their technique is crap. And then this is basketball, football. They speed up the game, get the ball out within 3 seconds. They're not the offensive line that what we get from the college game. These ain't 4 year starters. It's just the new age football. So if you get good offensive linemen, and that you got to give credit to the Eagles because they've been doing this, and they're aging out, and the league's going to catch up to them, and we're aging out as well. Zach Martin isn't going to be there forever. Tyron Smith, a shout out to Tyron Smith having the best game all season and the best game he's had in almost 3 years. They're gonna age out, and to replace them is gonna be a big deal. And like I said with the Eagles, they're Lane Johnson as well, Travis Kelsey, same thing. They scored with Jordan Mailata just the way we scored with Tyler Smith, but offensive line play is going to be the diamonds in the rough that you're going to have to get in the draft. You, it has to go away. There's more wide receivers. Running backs have turned into wide receivers. There's more talent at the wide receiver position, but I think it's paramount to always draft great offensive linemen. That's the difference. That makes the difference. That makes your offense dominant. Because don't get it twisted, defenses are good and fast, but the offensive line play has really regressed in the last 10 years.
So that's what we need, man. We need to keep that offensive line rolling. Like Mikey said, shout out Tyron, man. Hey, Tyron was looking good, man. He's looking there. So and I like what this. I kind of don't know if it's the coaching staff or what, but they're trying to keep him healthy. They're trying to keep him healthy. They're trying to, I guess, do as much as they can so we can have him for this long haul. So we'll see, man.
There, he has a low pitch count. I can't. Oh man, you know this play. I'm like being boneheaded today. I'm not remembering who is the basketball player that started the management. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi
He
Leonard.
is the Kawhi Leonard of our team right now, and he's
He's the
been
Kawhi
the
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, and we hate it because we hate the way they take care of Kawhi Leonard and they load manage him. But that's
Right.
exactly what we're doing with Tyron Smith. He's young, but he's old in football years. He's
So
very old. He's been in the league since he was 20 years old, but he's
yeah,
only what 31,
yeah.
32, and 32 is still young for an offensive lineman, but it's old for the amount of snaps that he has. And I think that's exactly what we're doing. We're Kawhi Leonarding
Tyron
Tyron
Smith.
Smith.
Hey,
Aside from the running game, are you scared of anybody on defense for the Giants?
yeah, I can't. I mean, the only person I can name is what Thibodeau, and then
Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, but it's not that I'm not worried. They have to come out and play. That's a
yeah, they have to
professional
come out,
football.
and you see, and that's what worries me the most. That's what it doesn't necessarily not the defense or offense. It's just the fact that they're coming out here swinging at nothing. They're just coming out here swinging. Let's see what they hit. These guys they have nothing to lose. Like you said, it kind of feels like they're in a tank mode, I guess. But
That's
obviously,
exactly what they're at.
so they have nothing to shoot for. Obviously, maybe that number one pick. So do they want to lose that? But then again, you're playing your division rivals. So it's a
Yes,
divisional game. We always got to keep that in mind that these division games they're hated. We don't like each other. We don't like each other. You don't like the Giants, you don't like Commanders, and you don't like the Eagles. That's you want to win those games. Those are division games. Those are what I
they
like to
want to
call it.
piss on our Wheaties as
Yeah,
much
and
as
those are what
possible.
I like to call the 2-for-1s. You get that division win and you get that win, right? So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
these are
So
always these games you want to go into, not kind of underestimating because no matter what this team, doesn't what they lost or who they don't got or what, you know, it's still a division game and they want to come out here and say F the Cowboys. So
yeah, definitely they want to rain on our parade. They do, but
So, Mikey, with you not kind of us as Cowboy fans not being worried, we're going. I feel like Cowboy fans we're going into this game like relax. We're drinking coffee. We're kind of chilling. Let's go into this game. We're playing the Giants. They don't really. We have this new starting quarterback. They lost their starting quarterback. We have a new starting quarterback in this
yeah,
DeVito kid. So, do you think that today is the day we get to see some of this?
trade. No,
No.
that's just not in the cards, and he can't be activated. Remember that
Okay, okay. So
he
he
can't be
cannot be activated.
he's not activated unless that goes down and the red rocket goes down. So that's the only way he could play, and
And
if
we
we
don't
see
want
that,
we do
that's
not want any of that
catastrophic.
to happen.
I don't I, I don't want to see that happen. I'm sorry, and
So and the reason I asked is because this comment has been coming out a lot. If you guys don't know, check us out on TikTok.
yes, sir.
21 Armando 21. You got the big fella up there. Mikey's taking a little break, but shout out to Mikey.
Yes.
So this is a big question amongst the youngsters. Us youngsters, we got to keep, we got to, so trade time, baby. Everybody wants to see a glimpse of trade time in that beautiful blue and silver. So
Puro
people get
pinche
excited thinking
Cowboys.
about that, man.
Puro Pichi Cowboys, Robert. Puro
Yes,
Pichi
sir.
Cowboys. No, honestly, why would we want trade time? Like, you see, that's how uncontent these Cowboy fans are. Our quarterback is balling out of his mind. Balling out of his mind. He played one of the best games I've ever seen him play. He's a toe tap away from a W with
Yep.
with no help, man. CD's playing out of his mind. I don't know why you would throw a wrench on something that's working. We need we need you know what time it is? It's Rico time. It's Rico
Suave.
Dowdle time. That's the time we fucking need. And I'm gonna say that I love Tony Pollard. I love his explosiveness. I love what he brings. But we need to see Rico more. If anything, this is the implement of Rico Dowdle being more prominent and getting more carries. Like you said on the huddle, you're tired of seeing him his 5 play Rico. 5 play Uncle Rico, man. Like Uncle Rico says, man, they put me in. We don't want the state championship for sure. For sure. Ooh,
He knew
if I
it.
could go back. If I
He
just
knew
like
it.
Uncle Rico, we need to put Rico Dowdle in for more than the fucking plays that we see. We do. And
That's a bold
because
statement,
it's
Mikey. That's a bold
evident,
statement.
if evident that Paul Lurd isn't the guy. And you know what? Shout out to Rue. He was right. Giving this guy $10 million was a waste of a cap hit. It was waste because we couldn't invest that. We couldn't restructure and give $10 million to Zeke. I know that's a broken down Zeke, but I rather see Zeke and Rico than Pollard. Like it's just and maybe Hunter Lukey gets some more snaps. I'm tired of our running game and what it is. All of us
Yeah.
just smashing our head. B gap, A gap, smashing our head. Same shit, same shit. Creativity. We need it. We
And this
need
is
to see
this
something.
and
Dak
to
needs
me
help. Help the man out. You know how much shit he gets? You know how much the load he carries? Pisses me off.
And for me, this is my bold statement for this game is that we need to be creative on this run game. We need to get this run game going, and I think this is a game that we can use to do that. We need to see more Rico Dowdle. It was one play Rico, one play Rico. We saw him
Rico.
for one explosive play, and then we don't see him anymore. Let's use Rico Dowdle more. I understand TP is the man in Dallas, and we know it, but we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. It's not transforming on the plays. We keep seeing him run into these walls, and we ask ourselves as fans, and it's obviously as fans, we ask ourselves is why does he keep running into the same wall in the same gap? You know,
Yeah.
and then so then it kind of
He's
falls
a
to like,
smooth runner. He's not a
yeah,
twitchy runner. He's not twitchy. Rico's more twitchy and powerful. And that's what we
exactly.
need for the little holes that we're getting. And the thing about us too, Mondo, we have been spoiled. We have been spoiled with for the last 6 to 7 years of these wide open gaps. Joseph Randall ran through these guys. DeMarco Murray ran through these guys. Ezekiel Elliott ran through these holes, but these holes ain't opening. So we
Yep.
need we need somebody that has a little twitch, vision, and go. And I don't want to hear anybody talk about the Pomeranian. He's too small. He can't pick up a blitz. Maybe we do see the Pomeranian in these games, what we could do, but we already got a Pomeranian on the field, and that's Turpin. And we already do. That's the
If
Chihuahua.
you guys haven't watched the Cowboys huddle before, the Pomeranian being referred to as Deuce Vaughn, you guys. It is Deuce Vaughn. Mikey calls him the Pomeranian.
He's the
I call him
Pom.
Deuce 20. Deuce, baby. Deuce. I call him Deuce, baby. So maybe we'll see him, maybe we won't. But this run game, we need to tweak it. We need to see what's gonna work. We don't see these sweeps, which we think, obviously, it's us as fans. We think that would work for Pollard. So it comes down to management as well as the play calling. I don't know if Mike thinks that Tony has it in to get through these gaps or not, but I want to see Dowdle. I want to see Dowdle out there. I want to see this run game use some creativeness in this game. Let's show us a little something, and that's a bold statement right there. Mikey, you got any other bold statements you think you want to see today? You want to
What I want to see today, I just I want to see our team pissed off. I want to see our team pissed off. Like after that Philadelphia letdown, I want them pissed. Like I want to feel sorry for the Giants. You remember feeling sorry for some teams this year? Like damn, like look, I want to feel sorry for the fucking Giants. Like what was it? Stop him! He's dead already. Stop him! Like I want because
We
I
got
want
to,
my
we have to throw the towel, man. Throw the towel,
throw the
like they say.
towel, throw the
Throw the
towel.
towel. You
Exactly.
know,
I want everybody to throw in that freaking Rocky Four meme like a motherfucker because I I, I feel sorry, especially after a game. Stay, keep that same Philly energy, baby.
yeah,
And then us right now, we have a home field advantage for the first time in a long time. We've won our last 11 games at Jerry World, and let's make that a home field advantage. Like you said, this is a excuse me, an NFC East game with the hated New York Giants.
the
Hey,
hated Giants, baby.
adding an extra incentive is our boy Sneaky G and all the bullshit that he puts out. That's just the more I guess the tequila shot to the cold beer. That's just the little extra that we need. That's the extra cheese on the pepperoni pizza for sure. For sure.
Exactly, exactly. So, I was gonna call you big fella. We missed the big fella, man. Shout
How we
out,
do.
Mikey. Robert talks about this, man. Martavius Bryant. Can we use him today?
I don't think he's activated
He's not.
for it,
Is he
but
active? No, probably not this
no,
game.
but it's gonna come. Maybe we can. Who's gonna sit though? Who's gonna? What's the roster spot he's gonna take? He's he gonna take?
We've been everybody's been on this Gallup thing, man. Everybody is that gonna happen? Is something gonna happen there that we don't know about? But this Martavius Bryant, do you see him as a red zone thing? Do you think that's what the
Well, I
Cowboys got
think
him
that
for?
I think it's a little bit of strategy. Of course, we have him on there, and pressure bends pipes, or pressure makes diamonds, and we're trying to get that diamond out of our number two receiver. Supposedly, what's up, Gary? There's the Godfather right there,
Shout out to
Gary.
G, the number one Cowboy fan. Yes, sir.
Cowboys Huddle, What's Up Wednesday, and Mike the Mondays. Remember, you could always catch us on those channels. You could always catch us on those streams where we got all the fellas together and we hold court on what happens with our Cowboys post game and preview game. But back to Martavius Bryant. Yes, it's a little bit of what we need. Don't this is better than cutting somebody, is adding somebody. It's saying, all right, y'all getting complacency is a mother. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Complacency is a mother. You know what I mean? Before you know it, you gain 20 pounds. You don't stop working on yourself. You start working on the things. You stop and this is the worst thing to say. You stop being hungry, but
Yep.
you eat a lot. You understand what I mean. So maybe that's that pressure in the room. I like what Tolbert has been doing on special teams. He's used a lot. He had a big catch and a touchdown in that game. But Gallup had that one drop, and everybody just seems to remember that drop. CD Lamb had a big drop too in that game as well. Remember that. And then in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, Gallup did bail us out, but there's just he's just lost a lot of confidence in his abilities, and even the sounds of the game. You could hear Brandon Cooks trying to pick him up and say, keep him going.
Yeah.
Martavius Bryant is a big wide receiver. He's 6'4", and apparently he could still fly. He could still fly. He didn't get out of the league for the lack of talent. He got out of the league for not being mature. We've been there. We've
Yeah.
been there where we had
Yep.
to learn the hard way, and apparently he had to learn the hard way. We added a guy last year, and he made one of the biggest catches in Cowboys history. I'm
History. Yep.
sorry. Third and 30 is an actual thing.
Yep.
If you say third and 30, he's not a tenured Cowboy. He's not a regular, but it was this man named T.Y. Hilton. And you think third and 30, and he helped. Yeah,
He
we,
helped.
we we didn't get as far as we got, but we got farther than most of y'all. Remember that
Yep.
shit. Y'all forget about that. But maybe he's there to help that. Open it up.
and if you
And
remember, the signing was kind of around the same time.
exactly, boom, you're on it.
It was
You're on
at
it.
the same time. We saw what Ty what Ty did for the Cowboys. The remainder of the season, there was games he showed up. He had, like Mikey said, one of the most memorable catches in Cowboy history. We'll say it because it was a big game against a big opponent. You know, and like Mikey says, 30 and 30, and we'll remember that catch out for a while, right? So it's that the signing, it might come in as a blessing in disguise. We'll see what Martavis Bryant brings to the table. I like that. What Robert has said, because I think that this is going to be a big factor right here. I think we're going to use that post route
Yes,
a
sir.
lot. So I like that, and we'll see, man. We'll see what that brings to the game, right?
All right, and
And
then here's our injury report. Our injury report on on our side. So our list ain't that bad. We have Marquise Bow with his calf. Tyler Biotis, we know his ankle is banked up. Uh, Ron Curse, it's his toe. Chime, also Digizua, hamstring. Tyron Smith, fuck, he lives here, bro. He
he
lives
gets
here.
his
Just
what does he get
said-
delivered?
he gets his Amazon packages delivered to
To the
the
injury
injury report.
report list.
And then Cavante Turpin, the little warrior that he was, he did mess up that shoulder. He probably has a sore AC joint, but we don't have him throwing the ball. We have him getting our kick returns and our punt returns and our jet sweeps. So none of these guys are out. It's unspecified right now. Maybe these are all game times decisions. I don't see a doubtful. I don't see a questionable, and I don't see an out. But the Giants list is huge, 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 and I don't have any specified if they're in or out. But the biggest ones that I see on this list is Andrew Thomas, Justin Pugh, um, let me see, and all these, and Dexter Lawrence.
And the obvious, which is their starting quarterback. He's out for the season. So
And speaking of which, and I said it when it happened, just because the bat how bad it looked. The Wolf
right.
Hunter, his neck, he might be out for the season, bro. He might be out for the season. And
Do you notice how there's nothing really being said, and what is said is kind of short and to the point. Like, it's kind of, they're just like, they're giving you nothing pretty much,
nothing.
what's being said, and
And by saying nothing, they're saying everything.
they're saying everything exactly. If so that's a good topic right there. LVE. Where do we stand with him? This neck injury. We it's kind of like a little deja vu, don't you think?
Dude, this happens a lot. And it sucks for him. You saw the hit. You saw him getting blocked into it. You saw
Yeah,
it. And his neck isn't nothing to play with. And we've seen him have these shots, man.
yeah,
And Moose Johnston lost his career was done after this. So it might be the end. I said it after that game. I said that might be the last time we see him. And they said a couple of weeks, and I was mistaken. No, it is, and it looks, and it's just
yeah.
for him to be out. We lost Michael Irvin to this. We saw. I'll never forget Veteran Stadiums. Bobby Taylor. I hated Bobby Taylor for the longest.
Sean
Um,
Lee.
Sean Lee, but this that neck is once you see it,
Yeah.
you see the impact, and he's gone. So
So we'll see.
we'll see, but we got to play with what we got. Marquise Bell is playing good, and we'll see what happens, and getting Rashad in there, uh, with that bonehead play. That I did not realize that he ripped somebody's helmet off their head. I was like, what the hell are they in the 40? I don't know how I missed it. I didn't see it. I don't know if I was talking to Giovanna, and then I looked like, what the hell are they on the 40? Both times that the Eagles started on their 40, they scored the ball, and those two touchdowns were the difference in the game for real. So
Yep.
gotta stay clean, gotta be clean, man. Learn, be disciplined, be clean. Don't be lax. Just Go off of last week and kick the fucking Giants' ass.
And
Kick
we're
the
talking
Giants'
about
ass.
kicking some ass, Mikey. Let's get into it, man. What are your predictions? What are your thoughts of how we should handle this game? You know, you know, get us there. What's we're I think we're all relaxed with these Giants, but what are your thoughts? What do you think we should do going into this
I'm
game?
getting caught in it because I'm excited. Like I'm excited a very Cowboys game, but I'm like excited with the feeling that we're gonna win, which is the bad thing. And I hope our team doesn't come in there. That this is where Mike McCarthy is that gee gully good quarter, but not that Jimmy Johnson, Bill Parcells like brimstone coming out like we don't sleep on anybody. And I hope there's a player, maybe mainly Micah, mainly Dak. Dude, you know what? I like pissed off Dak. I like pissed. You've noticed that Dak has been more, snappy. He snaps back at the media. He's showing himself a little because he's pissed, but not that fake piss. Like, oh, now you want to piss me off? No, you see it. So we need to be pissed. Pissed. Somebody hold them accountable. We need that
Exactly.
dog. And I want them to be dogs because we're feeling the complacency. Oh, it's the little giants. No, it's still the damn giants, and and
Still
and we
damn
got to
giant.
hold Sneaky G accountable. I predict. Look. I always say this. Their offensive line is garbage. Their quarterback's going to be garbage. So it's going to be a long day, but they really got to play this game, be disciplined, keep the penalties to the minimum. We're playing home. It's home cooking. I'll work on the run game. I want Rico to get 10 plus carries, maybe 10 carries. That would be nice. Hunter Luke to get 5 carries and Tony Pollard to get 13 carries. I would love to see that for real. I'd love to see that. And defensive touchdowns that we've been doing against inferior lines and inferior quarterbacks. That means that we are consistent and we could only play with the teams that are on the schedule. And if these garbage teams are on, we got to take care of business. And then the Cowboys are back into it. I think at this loss, Dak Prescott more than anybody earned a shit ton of respect by the way he's playing, and not by the pundits, by the wide media. There's going to be people that are just never going to be happy with Dak Prescott, and we know it. Those are the people that are asking for trade time, and that's ridiculous because our quarterback has found it. There was points at this season where we didn't know what this offense was, Mondo. We were scared.
Exactly.
Like we were there. We saw what happened at fucking Arizona. We saw what happened in San Francisco, where what the hell is this offense? Did we make a mistake? Did we let a wisdom tooth go and we are not what we are? Can we not score points? Did we forget where the end zone is at? So I like where we're at with Dak Prescott. Let him show up, show out, and then if they score points, they're going to be in garbage time after we're obliterating them. I saw Chris's score. He said 33-3, and the over under is 38 points. So he probably was seeing that they're not expecting the Giants to score a whole lot of points. I have it at what 37-6, and
37 to
that's what I
6.
think is going to happen. That's what I really think is going to happen.
So
What do you think?
my prediction, man, my prediction is that we go into this game. We know we can't underestimate our opponents. We've seen what that's brought to us with the Arizona game. Uh, so we go into this game, we go in, we dominate, we get this W, the division game. I'm staying on these 40 burgers because it should be. You should get another 40 burger right now. And you should make that statement like we're not taking teams lightly anymore. Whether you're good, whether you're not, we need to make a statement. Because Cowboys have been known to, going into easy games that they should win, and kind of maybe shitting the bed. So this game against the Giants, everybody knows the Cowboys are favored. So we need to go in here and say, okay, this is why we're favored, and make
It's
that
the
statement.
biggest spread in the weekend.
Yeah, you see, it's the biggest spread, and you got to go out here and make it known why it's the biggest spread. You have the defense, and you have, like Mikey says, their depleted offensive line and their depleted quarterback status. So we should make that statement, and I'm gonna go 40-6. I'm staying on that 40 burger, man.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds right. That and if they score any more points, it's going to be in garbage time. It really is. It's going to be in that fourth quarter. But it's easy for us to say. I just biggest thing is
Exactly.
discipline, some creativity, some implementation of things that we haven't seen and working on. This is as good. I'm sorry, as as a preseason game. And then let's get back to something where this is more significant to us as Cowboy fans because there's this man named Stefan. He's from Arizona and he lives in Dallas. And he has a following. Very much credit to him. He's been in the stadium holding uh, holding flags. He's been in the draft. He's probably one of the most famous Giants fan, and we're very fortunate to know him. Not totally personally, but we know of each other, and he's been on the huddle. But he made a bold bet with Samuel Williams about a hat, and if you could see the video on Cowboy Chris's TikTok. I don't know if it's on yours, Armando, but it was
No,
bold to say that if the Cowboys, if the Giants win, Sam Williams has to buy him a Giants hat and he has to wear it. And if Sam Williams wins or whatever, the reverse of that, that he has to wear a Cowboys fan for a week. But Sneaky G is very sneaky. And
hence the name.
hence the
Sneaky G.
name. And he could find a loophole in saying, he could wear a Cowboys hat. He didn't say Dallas Cowboy, so he'll be smart and wear a cowboy hat for a week, an actual Stetson cowboy hat. Or if the man himself has to buy it, Sam Williams has to buy him the hat, and he's not gonna wear the hat, which is a bunch of bullshit, and him not being accountable for the words. So we've had a GoFundMe or something on Chris's page where we could buy
The
him
hat.
a hat. Maybe we find a Sam Williams online.
So this is the bet was made on TikTok. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out
Salute.
the big fella. Check out the big fella Dallas Cowboy Chris on TikTok. Check out Sneaky G, man, Sneaky G on his TikTok, and they put up this bet. He made a bet with Sam Williams, and it's been a funny thing going on now. But this man, it looks like he kind of doesn't want to do it because the beginning of the bet started with at home, and there was a controversy.
Yes, sir.
As
Keep saying
always, there was a flag. There was a flag on the play, and we reviewed it, and the review came out kind of questionable still. So
the progressive commercials, bro.
exactly. So that's the bet going on, man. But we'll see. We'll see what transpires after today. There's loopholes to loopholes, so just know that. But shout out our boy Sneaky, man. I've had the pleasure of meeting Sneaky G in person, uh, and dude's really cool dude, man. I met the dude when I had like 5 followers on TikTok, man. But shout out to Sneaky, man. That's what's up.
Nah, man,
So
he's cool people, but he needs to get his just desserts for real.
so
He does for all the shit that he talks.
Mikey, the final thoughts, final message to your Cowboy fans, to to everybody. What's up, Mikey?
Uh Final. Well, it's not over. Um we got to handle our schedule, and that's the only thing that we can do. We showed out and played good at Philly with their home cooking. If y'all think this house is on fire, this boat's off, then get off the fucking boat. We have a good team. This Indianapolis pad score is indicative of what the league is. It was 10-6. The Kansas City Chiefs are winning games, and they're not doing it the way they've been doing it. They just beat the Dolphins 21 to 14. That doesn't seem like a big margin that we can handle. Our defense is good to hold anybody. We are a part of the big teams. We are lucky that we are here. We could be the Giants. So if you all think that the boat is sinking, get the fuck off the boat. Honestly, get off the boat.
Yep.
It's only good. This is half the season,
That's
and
it.
if the playoffs started now, we'd be in the playoffs.
Yep.
This is a different season. This isn't last season. That everybody's having their problems. Everybody have their struggle, and we have what 9 more games to figure it out. So let's go. Let's go.
You know,
This stretch is gonna be what it is. They just gotta handle business. What about you, Bubba?
we're at the mid-season point, Mikey. We're at the mid-season point. You know, this we're at a good place right now. We know what's ahead of us. This Cowboys need to handle business today. They need to handle business. We need to come out here, you know, let's get this W, man, and start rolling because that's what we need. Uh, as far final message, and just this ship isn't sink. We're long away from sinking. You know, we're at a like I said, we're at a good spot, and it's a long season still. So let's get it going, man. It's gonna be exciting. We're gonna get this W. Let's go Cowboys, man. I'm excited, man. 2 o'clock. See you guys, man. TikTok. You already
We'll
know.
see you guys. So, saying that, we appreciate you staying tuned. Next time the fella will be around. Remember that Monday we have Mike Monday. Um, for with all the fellas as well as What's Up Wednesday with the Cowboys huddle. Remember, Three Amigos is a part of the Cowboys huddle. So like and subscribe on Chris's page on Armando with 21 Armando 21 on TikTok, Dallas Cowboys Chris on TikTok. Find on YouTube Armando 21 and also with Dallas Cowboys Chris on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. No TikTok for me for now, but I'm always a part of this. And remember, always the Dallas Cowboys huddle on YouTube. Just be blessed, be safe. If you got to do your little errands, go to church. Remember, we have a later game. Get your family time in. Always be blessed.
You got time to
Always.
run your errands, you guys. Everybody got time to run their errands, man. It's
Yes,
Sunday. We
sir.
got we got those late games, so it's not too late, but it's a later game. So run your early errands, get everything done. We'll
Do
see
your
y'all later,
laundry. All
man.
you workaholics,
Remember,
get some rest for
get
real.
some rest, man, and it's Cowboys football later on, baby. Let's go Cowboys. Puro
We're
pinches
blessed.
Cowboys. You guys already know what's up, man.
Yes, sir. Always,
Thank y'all for joining, man.
always. Puro
Puro
pinche
pinches Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yes, sir.